in using traditional tools is that you waste lot of your time, energy in actually doing the routine jobs that is very could be done very simply in a automated and collaborative environment. We actually do it repetitively and spend lot of our time and energy on that. Instead of that, if you adopt to the new tools, it would actually save us lot of time, lot of effort, and lot of energy, and make us more efficient, not only as a person who is managing the business, but as an organization itself we become very efficient. And these resources could then be allocated for actually expanding your business. So it becomes very important for MSMEs to adapt to the new tools. And with that objective, we are organizing this session. I am proud to actually introduce you to Mr. Parmeet Joshi and Mr. Mayur, who are co-founders of Nufi. And it is very great to see in my 12 years of career with FIO, last 2 3 years has been very exciting, wherein I have seen lot of new startups coming up. And these are startups which have started by young dynamic people with a vision and with the objective of solving the problems for Indian MSMEs. So there have been lot of startups which have come up, and lot of startups have actually approached us telling that we can actually help the members in actually tracking their shipment, to find the freight rates properly, to get the finance very easily. We can help them in lot of other areas. So these startups are doing very good. And I am again very happy that we are actually giving platform to a new startup which has been started by two very dynamic people with a lot of experience. They have around 15 to 18 years of experience, domain experience, and with that experience they have started up this business. I won't take much of their space and try to explain what they do. I will leave it up to them to explain you what they do the best. But I am proud to introduce Mr. Parmeet and Mayur, and I am also very happy to invite Mr. Rakesh Saroj for this, who would be the mentor and the guest speaker for today. And I would now request Mr. Parmeet to take it over from here. And I have just set the tone, but kindly explain how the Indian exporters can benefit if they adopt to digitization, automation, and collaborative environments. Mr.
Sure,
Parmeet.
sir. Sure, sir. Thank you so much for your kind words and a warm introduction. We are grateful to FIO for hosting us. It's a very, I would say, encouraging, words that you've shared. And, we really are thankful to FIO for giving us this platform. And the idea is, to reach out to all the MSMEs, as you said, to share our experience, our learnings, and what tech tools can be used. So let me just share my screen, sir, and start the presentation. So Mayur and me, we founded Nufi about a couple of years back, and we want to share our journey and our learnings in EXIM space. We've interacted with more than 500 plus exporters in our journey, and have working with many of them to help better run how EXIM is done today. So I'll just quickly move to the next step. So that's the speaker and our guest, Rakesh ji. So Rakesh ji himself has 2 decades of experience nearly in managing complex supply chains, logistics for multinational companies, and he's been guiding and mentoring us in a lot of the nitty-gritties of the tool that we have built to help exporters, importers, and Mayur, me, and the team. We are extremely passionate to solve with help of tech to grow and help EXIM MSMEs. So this is the structure that we want to keep for the session in 3 parts: presentation of the present tech landscape and what tools are being used, and criticalities that at times get missed because of not having the right technology at hand. And we'll also go through a quick demo of Nufi product itself, which is a cloud SaaS for EXIM MSMEs. And I want to keep enough time for question and answers. And as Dhananjay sir said, you may keep putting any questions that you all have in the chat window, and we will make sure we either answer it during the session or we'll come back to you with answers. So quickly, Mayur, you want to add something? I'll jump in.
No, please go ahead.
So quickly, it's difficult to overemphasize the contribution by EXIM MSMEs for the GDP and employment of the country. And the question that these are some of the numbers on the slide. The question that we are looking at is not the present but the future. So if this contribution has to go up as part of a country's economy as well as our global competitiveness, technology and digitalization clearly will have to play a role, and that can help us get a lot more productive in the way we are running our businesses, save time in mundane and repetitive tasks, and actually use that to do a lot more critical activities that matter to grow your business and profitability. And that we have seen in a lot of developed economies with our experience of working in some of these countries, that some of these exporters, importers, the kind of platforms they have, say for example, Alibaba in China is a lot more sophisticated than what we have at our hand today as Indian MSME exporters.
Pramit ji, can we go full screen because the screen is very
Achha,
small.
you're seeing that? Okay.
The content area is very small to us.
Sorry. Is this better?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Got it. So that's exactly the point I was making, that how we can do better in terms of improving these numbers. So going to how an exporter's importer's life is today, when we manage plethora of documents and a lot of work that is required for every EXIM shipment. So anywhere between 6 to 10 people is what we have seen in work on an average SMEs EXIM team. And the way this work happens is outside of any formal systems. This is on Excel sheets, emails, preparing of your logistics documents, your invoices, packing list, various declarations that you give to bank, your insurance copies, certificate of origin. There is enough and more running around, and everybody in the call today is aware that the amount of effort that it takes to prepare and keep on checking these documents. And it's not only the document preparation itself, there is a lot of work required of sharing it across multiple service providers. This is very different from any other business where the same set of documents will have to go to regulatory bodies, banks, as well as your various service providers that go in between. And especially in today's time when we are working remotely, the number of emails that go out for every shipment, be it small, be it large, is just too many. We have seen that in our experience, about 40 plus man hours go in terms of preparing these documents, sharing it, getting the work done, which is largely done on phone calls and emails. So case in point, right from the event when you get a order confirmed from an overseas exporter, from that point onwards, the number of emails that start and the amount of work that you do in terms of coordinating the activities, packing your goods, to booking your container, getting those documents right with the CHA, getting the shipping bill done in time, getting your quality certificate done, booking the local trucker. And this is like a continuous time bound activity that the entire EXIM team is involved. We have seen exporters doing this very dedicatedly and efficiently throughout, but without using any tech tools. That's been our experience. They maintain paper notes, they maintain reminders on their mobile phones, and very little sophisticated technology is applied to managing a lot of these repetitive tasks. If you look at some of the other professions that happen, right? So every accountant today works on Tally. Their life has really transformed after introduction of Tally to manage their business. So any accountant you see, there is no more manual work. They are either on Tally or they are doing something better. If you go to any manufacturing setup, the manufacturing team will have state-of-the-art machinery and also will have either a local ERP or a SAP deployment, but there is no manual or repetitive work that manufacturing teams do, and that is true even for the MSME exim community that we are talking about. But if you contrast that with what happens in exim business, the most popular and favorite tool is a devil called as Excel sheets, right? We have seen that across people working on Excel sheets, preparing MISAs, preparing packing list, and then reconciling that manually. Some of them also manage to have macros written on these Excel sheets, and the MISs that come in, we have seen them crossing from A to Z to double digit. It also starts with AA, the number of columns that come in, and they want to have a consolidated view of the shipment that they are working with, present as well as past. And this is how the scene has been. I'll just request Rakesh ji to say a few words in terms of how this documentation is critical, and the time sensitiveness of the documents in exim.
Thank you, Pramit. I'm audible properly?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, first of all, I would like to say a big thank you to FIO team, and thank you, Dhananjay ji, for having me here. Thanks, Pramit. Thanks, Mayur, for everything. So this is a very important topic we are discussing today. It's the pain areas and also the solution, because we are also going through a tough time in pandemic. So the subject is basically digitalization and automation in exim, which is very much missing. I've seen this industry since last 18 years. I've been working with different organizations, with big multinationals, big name in the world, basically. So what is basic important thing is that what everybody is dealing in this trade is the documentation, which is very pain area, and there are a lot of documents basically which varies from shipment to shipment others. As the number has been shown by Pramit, it's 14 million shipments. So we are not talking about full shipment. It's 14 million shipments, and we are talking about a trade of export import, which is $680 billion. So think of the value and the volume that we are dealing into, and think of the activities that are involved into this trade. We talk about imports first. In imports, basically, we do a lot of advanced preparation in terms of documentation, getting invoice, packing list, bill of lading, all relevant documents of that particular shipment. You talk about if it's a food shipment related to FSI documents, if it's a hazardous shipment, all MSDS documents. We get all these documents, take advanced planning, and do advanced filing of the documents so that we do not incur any single penny as a demurrage or delay in filing of the documentation and paying penalties to the customs. Why? Because we are into such a trade that we are having money which can be lost any point of time. So we do all this advanced action just to safeguard the company's money or our money, basically. So in these documentation, if there are any error, that will lead to delay in shipment, because it has to be amended, it has to be met with various officer and get that corrected. Secondly, there would be delay in the timelines, because we have a specific timelines of getting these goods into a production area, getting into these goods into a custom bonded warehouse, getting these goods into the bonded normal warehouse for billing. Also, these document has to be preserved for at least 7 years with us in hard copies, in soft copies, in order to meet any requirement of the custom body, IT body, or maybe GST. Because any point of time we may get a notices from the customs, and that has to be replied well in time. Otherwise, we may land up into getting summons or maybe into financial losses. Claiming government incentives, advanced licenses, EPCG, everything, we need to have all these proper documents well in place, stored properly, so that we can reply timely and get our benefits very well. GST refund requires data on exim documents. If you many times, initially finance department will not ask any document, but at the time of audit, whenever they get a notice from the GST department, they will for sure ask for the import documents, for the bill of entry, invoice, and everything, because they have to reply to the GST department on time. Bank You know, in today's world, basically customs, RBI, and your authorized dealer are very much integrated to each other. Any shipment which is getting out of custom, basically, it goes into the record of the RBI and it goes into the record of your authorized dealer because your authorized dealer code is filed in the bill of entry. This creates a linkage between all three of them. And at the time of making foreign payments, basically the bank will for sure, your authorized dealer will for sure say, okay, this is not been recorded into IDPMS. Please get the document to close this, otherwise payment will not be done. Same is the case of EDPMS. In the case of export shipment, basically we have to have all the documents in place because that needs to be closed properly. What is the implication? What is the implication if we do not have these documents or do not maintain this record properly? What is the implication? There's a heavy financial penalties, heavy financial losses because which a company can incur, which an individual can incur, and which may be affordable, may not be affordable. So that's the impact of not having the proper documentation, proper record keeping. Litigation by government against promoter, directors of the company. You must be very well aware that if you do not reply the notices on time or give the reply to the governments or pay their dues on time, the final notice comes to the director of the company or the summon is issued on the director of the company. Because normally most of the companies take IC in the name of directors or director is the responsible person. There are a lot of losses in demurrage because if you do not file your bill of entry on time, and if you do not take advance action on time, basically every minute, every hour, every day, your company is incurring somehow the expenditure. As early the shipment comes, as early you clear and get it into your warehouse or factory, you save the money. So I'll quote one example over here. I have here just to make you understand. In my previous company, I will not like to take the name, but there was an issue. Company has claimed a drawback, and they were supposed to submit BRC, that's bank relation certificate, with the department, which they have not submitted. And they received a notice from the customs having to pay that either you submit the BRC or you refund back all the drawback benefit that you have taken. The company was not in a position to revert back immediately because this case was 3 years before and nobody was aware where the documents are kept, where the export documents are available, where the BRCs are available. Nobody in the company was aware because in today's world, people leave the company within 2 years, 3 years, 1 year. They keep on moving, right? And here's the big challenge: the person who is sitting on that particular chair and gets a notice, is a very difficult situation to put back to the notices. Trust me, I was the person who visited Air Cargo Mumbai Airport 7 days continuously, except Sunday. I went 7 days and just pleaded the officer that allow me NOC because they have blocked the entire export of my company. The IC was blocked, and this company has 3 sectors: medical, consumer, and pharma, and entire business of export was standstill. I used to get into the air cargo customs in the morning at 11, and I used to come out at 7:30 in the evening. I used to meet the appraiser, I used to meet the assistant commissioner, joint commissioner, deputy commissioner, and 7:30 to the commissioner as well. Because being a multinational US company, we have to be compliant, we have to request and go in a proper way. And finally, they gave me the NOC for 1 month, and they said you submit document within time so that we can remove this objection. So you can imagine what sort of role we are all into, what sort of critical, important positions we as an EXIM expert or subject matter expert or EXIM industry expert we are handling. But there's a huge gap. Next slide, Amit.
Yeah, I'm just changing, sir.
Yeah, huge gap. I'm talking about a huge gap. Where is the gap? You must have seen that custom has become digitalized. There is ICE gate in place, there is e-Sanchit in place, wherein through e-Sanchit you're filing your all the import documents, getting all the shipment clear well in time, meeting all the custom requirements. You are having a faceless customs today, basically. Your bill of entry, which is getting filed into JNPT, are getting access into Delhi. You're getting in SS into Hyderabad. You have seen a lot of changes, basically. From manual to digital, there's a huge transition between this. Custom is very much digitalized because it was announcement by World Customs Organization that the country has to move toward digitalization, and India is one of the countries who was part of the summit, and they have moved into digitalization. We are seeing a lot of digitalization in ISK. Today, the registered email ID of the company person is getting all the bill of entry into their email. All the shipping bills are getting directly into the email. That is an impact. That is a result of the digitalization. DGFT, today you can sit into your home and file all your documents, all your licenses. You can submit all your records through a system, through an internet browser, basically of DGFT website. You can have your IC amended. You can have your director list amended. You can have branch code amended. Everything is possible because they have moved into digitalization work. GST refund file completely online. There's no manual intervention. You talk about refund, you talk about filing, you talk about credit, everything is online today. Banks, big example basically. They are very much linked to the custom, very much linked with the RBI. They have digitalized. Today we got a lot of portals are there which are their own portals basically. But the big question is that as an EXIM, we are the people who are handling 6.96 million, 680 billions of the trade. We are handling 14 million shipment in a year. But where are we? We are still into the Excel. In my 18 years of journey, I have not seen software basically which as an importer sitting in an organization as handling an import position and handling digitalized, doing something which is digital into our area basically, our sector basically. Everybody is becoming digitalized. Every sector is improving. Even transporters are becoming digitalized. But we sitting in an EXIM trade, which is very important role, but we are still working into Excel. Lot of very critical role, very important role, but still Excel. So we need to have a digitalization. That's the reason this subject is very important, and I would like to say thank you from me. Thanks to FIO team especially because they have organized this, and I would like to stop here. Thank you.
Thank you, Rakesh ji. I'll just take it from there. So, that was the backdrop in which we as NewFi developed the software solution for exporters and importers. And the idea is that while the ecosystem is getting digitalized, there is nothing on exporters, importers end that is digital to connect with these different portals. And we have seen time and again exporters and importers, either they do it themselves or they have consultants or their CHAs who actually go and give these login credentials of different portals to of their company, and they go and manage this rather than they doing it in an integrated interface. So, the other issue that we have seen with Excel sheets and email as an approach is, one is, whatever you are preparing is mostly like a dumb document. It doesn't talk back to you. It doesn't give you, MIS's reports by itself. It doesn't give you reminders that what is due. Is there any compliance delay which is happening? You can't have your budgets being tallied in real time with the actual activities in terms of cost and time that you are incurring. Anything that a basic digital system or digitalization can provide you is not available, and that's why we say that Excel and EXIM is old school, old approach. We need as an EXIM community to have a solution which can help you manage all these things a lot better to free up your time bandwidth and make your businesses a lot more robust. And last 1.5 years, or 1 year plus that we have seen as a country, that remote working, the importance and ability to access documents from anywhere you are. It's not limited to your office laptop or desktop or hard copies. You should be able to see any document for your business in this critical sector from a remote place. Anybody in the team should not have the need to actually rely on an individual. The process has to be bigger than the human dependency, so that the business company compliances are not impacted. And I'm not even talking, about any emergencies or exigencies. It's just, about whatever that today is taking 40 plus hours for every shipment. Our objective as NewFi is to cut this down by 50%. So, that time which is freed up across the organization, across promoters, across the EXIM team can be used a lot more productively to grow the business, to, just do much better with their time rather than do these repetitive tasks. So, one area that, we have seen repeatedly how exporters, importers store document today. These might be stored either in their local PCs or might be stored in a server environment, are these subfolder structures of documents that they store. They would store invoices, they would store bank documents, everything is Excel, Word documents. Then these documents would be printed and scanned back into hard copies, and these would be then stored in folders. The challenge with this approach is these documents, however, wherever you store, they don't give you any contextual intelligence. By that I mean, if you have an invoice like this in front of you, and if it is 6 months old, there is no way that you can recall that for that particular invoice, what was the email communication that happened around the transaction. Did the payment for this come on time? Has the EBRC for this received? Have I received my MEIS or now ROTTEPL incentive for this invoice? That contextual information is lying somewhere else in your inbox, for which either you will have to hunt it, or there is a Excel MIS again which somebody is manually maintaining, and we only pray that she while managing it and opening and closing it hundreds of times over that last 6 months period, has not made any errors there, because any error that you make in Excel sheets, it's difficult to reconcile. So summarizing the problem statement for today's session is that any inefficiencies or complacency that you do in EXIM business impacts your growth, and it can be very costly as an error. So let me just move to the solution part of it after this slide. So largely this is what we have seen in terms of tech and digitization. Various organizations over the period have moved away from hard copies, but still are on various ways of shared workspaces. Yes, we have seen some of the custom softwares that organizations deploy, or even ERPs for that matter, which enable you to create packing list, invoices, or some of the other documents. But our view is, as an EXIM business, the challenge is not only creating documents, the challenge is collaboration and communication of the context around these documents. That becomes more important, and only a documentation software or a solution, even if you deploy, you may get your MISs and reports, but in terms of actually accessing intelligence and sharing it in real time with internal users as well as external users does not happen. And that's where we have built Newfi as a solution to solve for this. Secondly, we just wanted to take a view that what are the larger enterprises today doing, as Dhananjay ji mentioned, right? People who have deployed SAP, people who have capacity to spend millions in terms of building their own systems to solve for EXIM. And that in a way, for larger corporates also becomes their core competency, or the reason why they are able to grow their business. So these are the trends that we have seen, that cloud data storage is an accepted practice. More than 70%, I quote 70% of enterprises today store their data on public cloud. By public cloud, I mean either Google, Amazon, or Microsoft Azure, right? These are the cloud softwares which are now used by multiple organizations, and gone are the days when we locally have servers and hardware and those air conditioned rooms where we store our data and computers. It is all now managed like the internet online. You don't know where your data physically is. It may not even be in India, it will be in some other country, but yes, it is secure and you sleep well, like your Gmail account or any other account. And so is AI and SaaS as a critical way of adopting technology for your organization. So software as a service, or SaaS, is like a Ola Uber model for your business. You don't have to buy software anymore. You only pay the rental for whatever you are using. You don't have to really pay the capex. It just comes in as a pay-per-use kind of a solution for your business. Mayur, any questions that we should take right now that have come till date?
No, not yet. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'll just go in on Newfi. So we are an EXIM SaaS company. Newfi is a software solution developed for Indian exporters and importers. So, the way we have solved for the problems and the bottlenecks that you just saw is by creating a unique cloud platform or software for solving not only the documentation piece, but as well as sharing and collaboration, as well as searching of various compliances, your payments and incentives to help you manage your EXIM business better. So it's a ready product. Your team can just sign in and start using NewFi. There is a lot of help available, and today we are also going to show you a demo of the software itself, and that's the idea of NewFi. That this is where the EXIM community today is. The only solution till date that the community had was developing some custom ERP solutions, but now you have an alternative where you can just sign up very quickly and start having your documentation, collaboration, communication for EXIM done through NewFi. So conceptually, what we have done in NewFi is we have created a shipment workspace or a control screen, as we call it. It can be an export shipment or it can be an import shipment. Air, sea, doesn't matter. And all the various documents that you need for your shipment, your orders, your packing list, various certificates, insurances, your payments, as well as your expenses that you incur for a shipment. These expenses can be freight, foreign exchange, CHA fees. All of this is available to you in a single control screen, including your shipment tracking, and you can also share selectively the documents or any particular information from this shipment to a third party which is outside the organization. It can be your buyer seller, it can be your bank, it can be your CHA or freight forwarder or your agent overseas. They can just click and see the respective document, and you don't need to really pile up on emails. So what we have seen is for every shipment, her shipment ke liye, there are at least 30 emails which an organization originates. You send 30 emails and then you receive replies and follow-ups, and a lot of communication on phone call happens around those emails. The reason being, you don't have a collaboration environment to see all of these documents. So this is how a NewFi collaboration shipment looks like, and this is where you work. This is a single screen where you have all your documents, your email with respect to the shipment, your tracking, payment, and expenses that you actually can see for a shipment. So I'm going to actually go to a demo login, and show you how this looks in action. So this is an actual account login of NewFi. So NewFi is a cloud software which is only for exports and imports. You can integrate NewFi very easily either with your Tally or with any other ERP solution that you have locally. And we are also integrating NewFi with some of the government websites that we just saw in the presentation to manage this. So what I'm going to do is, as we saw in that diagram, I'm going to create a shipment and then actually create an order followed by some of the other documents. It should take 5 more minutes, and we can quickly then move to the Q&A part of it. So I'm just going here and creating a new shipment.
Amit,
Yeah.
yes, we are not able to see your screen. Have you logged into the live account?
Yeah, I have.
Just share the entire screen. Yeah. So I think just start again. We can see now.
Okay, so yeah, this is the software I was talking about. So you could see till that point where I showed the shipment diagram, right?
Yes.
Okay, great, thanks. Sorry. So here, that's the software interface which I was talking about. So I'm actually going and creating a shipment. Say we just select a buyer over here. Say call it a test buyer, and we can just name the shipment over here. So this is the shipment screen which I was talking about. So this is a blank canvas or a workspace on which there has nothing happened yet. You can see the status. You can create budget of your shipment right away if you want. that what is the revenue you are expecting, what is the expense that you will incur under various heads, from freight to raw material purchase to packaging to various aspects, and you can then keep on adding documents as in when you get more and more data around your shipment. So you can just create a folder over here, say shipment plan, right? Or say shipment draft doc, whatever call it. You can just name it anything, container, photos, or whatever you have, and you can add any type of file in this document. Like your local PC, what you're doing here is you are actually storing these documents on a cloud account that you own on NuFi. So it is your organization account, nobody else can access it, and all your documents are immediately going online. You and your team who's working on this shipment can access this from home, office, mobile phone. Your business is immediately remote enabled, and irrespective of your office is open or not, you can access any documents that are created and stored on a NuFi shipment. You can go and now create an order. So we cover the activities right from an export order. You can go, you can create a pro forma or an export order or a sales order on NuFi. I'm just creating this, just call it the sample order, and the interface that you see here is very similar to an Excel interface that you have. You will have all your masters uploaded here in terms of your buyers, your service providers, all your item codes that you are dealing with. Say here it's a cricket bat that I'm selling. Say I'm going to ship out 1,000 boxes of bats, which each box containing 10 bats, that's 10,000 bats. And if each is priced at $1, that's a $10,000 order that I'm preparing over here. And I have actually saved this order. So you can create your account very simply in NuFi, and all the logo details, etc., that you have will be of your own organization, and you link this order with a shipment, what we are seeing, right? So that's the shipment workspace that we go back with. You have your order over here, which can be accessed, and you can have invoices, shipping bill, bill of lading in a similar manner. And once you have a document template created in NuFi, you can auto create the follow-on documents. So once you have your order created, you can create invoices, packing list, custom documents, all of this on NuFi. The another feature which I want to show you, the last one, is the collaboration feature, wherein you can add an external party to NuFi, and that party's email ID is what you need. And once you do that, you will be actually able to receive emails for this shipment from that party, and you don't need to actually go out of NuFi for receiving any email with respect to this shipment. So I'll show you a pre-populated shipment over here, where email communication is happening between various parties who are part of this shipment without actually going out. So you use your email ID, which is your Gmail or any other email ID that you have from this shipment window. It's like a smart inbox, another Outlook you can call it, integrated into this window. And you also have your shipment tracking, where you can track in real time where is the container, what is the status. You can have your payment records over here, your EBRCs, your conversion rates, reminders that you need about this, and also your shipment expenses, etc. over here. So that was just a quick walkthrough of NuFi. Yes, Mayur?
Sure. So in the email feature, the idea is that you have an internal team and an external party. So for example, you just email to your buyer or your customer, you can email to your CHA, freight forwarder, anybody, right from that shipment screen. And when he or she replies normally to that email, it will come back here, so that you know for this particular shipment, what was the email exchange with multiple parties. So the automatic sorting or automatic filtration is already done by NuFi, and you get your email box will have your regular email, and this window will have an automatic sorted email box that you will have. So you move from shipment number sample 7 to say sample 8. and then once you move to that shipment level, only for sample it, whatever emails were relevant will pop in there. So that's the objective. So Pramit is just showing you how we a test of that. So for example, Dhanan, yeah, go ahead, Pramit.
Dhananjay sir, this is the right email ID, right? Hello.
Yeah, it is the correct email ID.
So I'm just adding you in this shipment as a participant who can come and collaborate, and also I can send emails from you. So I have shared this shipment with you, which is sample 7, and the system asked me कि धनंजय सर से क्या क्या डॉक्यूमेंट शेयर करने हैं and for how many number of days. Say for 30 days I am allowing you to share and work in this shipment. So simply it's like a combination of your Google Drive plus WhatsApp chat and email integrated on the right side of it in the same screen. तो आपका सारा डॉक्यूमेंट और ईमेल एज वेल एज पेमेंट, बजट एंड ट्रैकिंग इज अवेलेबल टू यू इन अ सिंगल कंट्रोल स्क्रीन. आपको कहीं और नहीं जाना है, आपका जो भी काम है उस शिपमेंट का is available in this single view. So I can just email you, sir, from here. Please confirm on shipment dispatch. And I can attach any documents that are there in this shipment, and I can actually just send you this email. So you would have received this mail, sir. And agar aap reply kar denge, so as a recipient, you need not be aware कि आपको ये न्यूफाई से मेल आया है. द मेल इज वेरी इंटेलिजेंट. वी पुट इन एन इनविजिबल टोकन व्हेन वी सेंड ईमेल फ्रॉम न्यूफाई, और आप जब उसको रिप्लाई करेंगे, even if you change the subject, even if you change the details in terms of who's copied etc, वो reply automatically यहाँ पे sort होके दिखेगा. It will also come in your email inbox. आपका Outlook, आपका Gmail में जाएगा, where it will सारे shipment के email आपको एक साथ दिखेंगे. So if you're doing, say, as a exim organization 10 shipments in a month, तो आपको हर shipment के अगर 30 mails है तो 300 mails एक साथ दिखेंगे. But in NewFi, you will see only those emails which are for this shipment sample 7 in this window. You don't have to actually go and search email or any communication of older shipments or new shipments as you are working. And if there are 5 people working on a shipment, सारे यही एक communication channel देख पाएंगे. So if you can just reply, Dhananjay sir, to this email that you would have received.
So Pramit,
yeah, I'm checking for the email.
Yeah, Pramit, can I say something?
Please.
So you're trying to say basically, if you have a specific shipment, say for Sri Lanka shipment, sample shipment, and if you have created a specific folder and you do communicate from there, all the communication from any stakeholder, from any party will come and get gathered into that particular folder, right?
Correct.
And that's the cloud base.
ये वर्कस्पेस है. एक वर्कस्पेस में आपका शिपमेंट का सारा डॉक्यूमेंट है, आपका उसी शिपमेंट का ईमेल है, राइट? तो अगर कंपनी में 2 लोग हैं, एक श्रीलंका देखता है और एक अगर समझो इंडोनेशिया देखता है, तो ये श्रीलंका वाला जो शिपमेंट है वो उसी टीम के लिए है, इंडोनेशिया वाले दूसरे शिपमेंट देखेंगे. एंड everything around that, even if a team member leaves and a new one comes in, they will be immediately able to get कि अच्छा इसका ये document है, ये status है, ये time log है, ये चीजें हुई है, these events have occurred and these are pending.
And best part is that if anybody changes the subject also, even then also it will come into stay in that particular folder.
Correct. That's right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sir, you will have to try to send the email again to me. I don't know, I have not received it yet. एक बार मेल आईडी वापस चेक कर लीजिएगा.
मैं रुकिए, मेल आईडी वापस एक बार दे देता हूँ. DHANAN 2 बार है. हाँ जी,
ए हटा दीजिएगा अभी. ये हटा दीजिए. @fio.org.
DHANANJAY@fio.org, correct?
Yeah.
Say you are part of the buyer team और मैंने आपको ये shipment share कर दिया.
But Pramit ji, this is only when someone is replying using the option of reply or reply all that you get this thing, or else कोई freshly अगर आपको भेजेगा तो भी होगा ये.
नहीं, तो अगर आपको इनिशिएट करना है पहली बार, तब वो टोकन जनरेट हो जाता है. उसके बाद अगर वो टोकन आप सीसी में डाल दोगे तो ऑटोमेटिकली वो इसी शिपमेंट में आएगा. सो फर्स्ट ईमेल अगर सामने वाला भेज रहा है तो इसका यूज तब तक नहीं आएगा जब तक फर्स्ट शिपमेंट आप नहीं भेजते हो. एंड सी द रीजन व्हाई इट इज सो इज कि एज अ सप्लायर जनरली आप ही क्रिटिकल कम्युनिकेशन जो होता है या आप कंफर्म करोगे उसको सामने वाले को, या फिर आप जो है इनिशिएट करोगे कि ये शिपमेंट का कुछ डॉक्यूमेंट जो है कंफर्म कर दीजिए. तो दैट इज वेयर यू नो देन आफ्टर दैट द कम्युनिकेशन गेट स्ट्रीमलाइंड हियर. सी ये एक पैरेलल कॉपी है आपके ईमेल की. योर ईमेल इज इंटैक्ट, वहां पे आपको जो चाहिए मिलेगा. दिस इज मोर ऑफ अ filtered contextual view of any shipment.
Amit, can you just send the email quickly?
Yeah, I have received the email from you.
So maybe just reply to that.
हाँ, उसको ओके कर दीजिए, खाली आप ओके करके रिप्लाई कर दीजिए सर.
Praveen, while we wait for that, can you also quickly show that how automatically invoices are created? Okay.
I have replied back to you.
Okay. So here I am on this order, and on this order window itself, यहीं से आप जो है directly convert to invoice कर सकते हैं, and that actually creates your invoices and packing list automatically. So you don't have to retype anything. That is one benefit. Second is because you are creating documents in NewFi. अनलाइक एक्सेल शीट्स, व्हाटएवर आप ऑर्डर से इनवॉइस बना रहे हैं या फिर आप जो है इनवॉइस के बाद उसमें पेमेंट रिकॉर्ड कर रहे हैं, इसकी एमआईएसएस और रिपोर्ट्स ऑटोमेटिकली क्रिएट हो रही है बैकग्राउंड में. सो यू डोंट हैव टू स्पेंड अनदर राउंड ऑफ एफर्ट इन टर्म्स ऑफ एक्चुअली क्रिएटिंग दीज एमआईएसएस. तो ये मेरा ऑर्डर और इनवॉइस बन गया. इसमें मैं पेमेंट, एडवांस वो सब रिकॉर्ड कर सकता हूँ. And we again go back to the sample shipment 7. मैंने ये invoice भी link कर दिया है. And now if I go to this, so Dhananjay sir, here is your email reply. So because I had sent you an email from sample 7, तो वो sample 7 में ही आया. So anybody now who's working on this shipment quickly knows कि ठीक है ये conversation चल रहा है without actually going and hunting across multiple of these documents. I think we are running out of time for question and answers. I'll just skip back here on the presentation. Just one last point. This is, as I said, it's a collaboration software जो पूरी team use कर सकती है, right from your finance team to promoters, sales teams and logistics team, because ये सारे document, payment information is something which is relevant across the hierarchy of an EXIM organization. So one of the case studies, इसका वीडियो भी है NewFi की YouTube चैनल पे. We'll share that with the participants. But you know, this is the idea that this organization could realize 70% savings in terms of time spent for shipment and documentation and collaboration around these activities. And this is also the pricing page. Thanks everyone. Let's keep meeting again, sir. Thank you.
Definitely. Thank you very much. So with that, we wind up today's session. Thanks to everyone for joining us today. Thank you.